It's up for a reason. We got problems, y'all. We got problems. It's not always sunshine in paradise, you know. Everything don't always go perfect. It's a man-made machine. It's gonna break down. You're gonna have problems. We have a big problem. We have a problem that if I don't get it fixed ASAP, I will not finish my load. And I got a $4,500 load over the weekend, and I am not trying to lose this load. I don't have the seal kit to actually fix it, so it's nothing that I can do, and this is bad. But this is why I say you gotta have great mechanics. You gotta build relationships with your mechanics. You know, it's very, very important. And as y'all see, we have a power steering problem. So they already load me up. So this is what's going on, y'all. Today I went to go make my first pick. I was actually gonna start the video down there, but I had to make a lot of calls. I had to adjust to the situation. I had to not panic, you know. I had to be a real true owner operator, and that's what I was in this situation. I never really panic when situations like this happen because I'm built for it, and I know how to handle it, and I know how to work on, you know, things myself. But this situation, I can't do it because I don't have the seal kit to actually do it. So the steering gearbox. So I thought the actual reservoir line going to this actual nut that's going in the actual gearbox, it wasn't tight when I tried to tighten it up. So I was thinking maybe this was leaking. So I tightened it up, and I'm like, okay, we good to go. Cleaned everything up, we good to go. Cause I literally just got the seal replaced on his steering gearbox. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just leaking like that because the actual bolt was loose right here. And I seen extra threads, which is supposed to be like that. But I'm like, let me tighten it up. Tightened it up. And I'm like, you know what? Let me actually go inside the cab and start the truck up and actually turn, turn the wheel. As soon as I turned the wheel, it's a gasket that sits right on top of here, y'all, from the steering shaft that goes into the actual steering gearbox. It's a gasket that sits right on here, and you can actually see it. Now, I know this might not help, but this will actually stop it from just blowing everywhere and blowing all on my, my steps and stuff like that, and my frame and stuff, which is still ugly down here, but I just wanted to, take up some of that oil, which is leaking out very, very fast. I literally went through like a whole bottle of power steering fluid, and it's to the point to where I can't use power steering fluid now because I only had enough on hand. So I started to use this 1540 mobile Dell bag, and that'll get me to where I need to go. So this is what we hit with, and you got to figure it out or you lose money. So when I was picking up in Indianapolis, I was like, what can we do? I can't fix it. I don't have the actual kit. If I had the kit, I could probably fix it, probably get some tips from Greg, and I would have been all right. But I think everything happened for a reason, and this really just was just on my side. God was on my side. So I was only supposed to be picking up in Indianapolis, going up to Fort Wayne, taking care of my deal, and getting loaded. But they hit me with another pickup back in Greenville, Ohio, and I was never coming back this way. But my shop is back in Ohio, and I'm like, okay, let me hit up Greg. Maybe Greg got a seal kit. He can, touch me up, get me together. I can make my picks, and I can get up to Fort Wayne tonight. And hit Greg up, my brother, right on standby for me. I understand Greg got kids, but the relationship that I built with Greg over, this last year is like a real brotherhood. He understands what I go through. I understand what he go through. We work with each other on certain situations. So Greg actually, with it being Friday, he's gonna stay over extra for me just to get this worked out for me. And he understands that I have a family to take care of, and he gonna help me out, y'all. So we're losing a lot of oil, but we are gonna be able to get it back to Greg's. I'm like 30 miles out from his shop. We're gonna drop the trailer, and we're gonna get this figured out and get this worked out, and we should be back on the road when he put the new gasket in. I don't know what went wrong with this gasket. I'm not sure, but I don't know if it's an actual, when you put that gasket in, you're supposed to seal it with like maybe Seal Glide or something that comes with the actual gasket kit, or maybe the kit just, the actual gasket just went bad. I don't know, but we definitely gonna make these. We're gonna make this last pick, and we're gonna literally get over there. We're gonna haul ass over there, because y'all gotta understand with this gasket, the minute that I start my truck up, you gotta understand that this power steering pump is gear driven. So it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's gonna do its job. It's gonna push that oil out. It's gonna push it down here to the steering gearbox, and the steering gearbox is gonna, feed the gearbox, the gears in there, lubricate everything. And anytime that I turn this, oil comes running out of that gasket because it's not right. It's not set in there right. So if I didn't have to turn, I probably wouldn't have a problem. Hold on, let me sign this paperwork. So y'all, we all loaded up. I just signed my paperwork, and like I said, I'm only 30 miles away, and we're gonna handle this. And look at the puddle I done made. Like, if you see all the oil, look at all the oil. I got a nice big puddle down there. Like, I wouldn't be able to operate like this. And remember when I told y'all that it was leaking, but I couldn't really see where it was leaking at because I thought maybe it was the bolt. It was one of the bolts and it was coming down leaking. So I knew it was up here from somewhere. Maybe it was leaking from one of the bolts up here, the threads or something like that. Or maybe one of the small little gasket O-rings. And it wasn't that. It was actually not showing that it was leaking from this gasket because I wasn't actually having the truck on and the power steering pump wasn't actually working to where I would go inside the cab and move it and see that oil was seeping out. So the gasket just bad now. We haven't changed it since I had that small oil leak. Greg thought it was something else, but now we know exactly what it is. He has a seal kit and we're gonna go down there. We about to fly down there. Just got loaded up and we got plenty of time, so we should be all right. Let's get up out of here, man. It's crazy. Man, I could have lost a whole load if, you know, if I didn't have Greg on my side, man. I could have been, you know, down for the whole weekend if I didn't have Greg on my side, you know, lifesaver. And I feel like I could have changed this myself if I had the seal kit, but I think down the road, I need to actually get me kits like that, man. So let's get on down here to the shop. All right, y'all, dropping our trailer at the lot. Greg, it's a one-way in, one-way out down there. So there's not enough space to actually take a trailer down there. So dropping the trailer now. Let's get on down here and let's get this stuff fixed, man. So we're gonna nose dive in, y'all. All right, y'all, let's take care of this, man, and get back to work. Man, I got the greatest mechanic in the world, man. Get y'all one. That's a good old brake cleaner, ain't it?
It is, yep.
Look at that, y'all. So did it just not seat in there or what? Like,
I can't say.
I was gonna ask you with those seals, do you gotta use like a sealant in there or something like that?
Actually, they just they tell you pack it with grease as you're installing it.
Cause that's the O-ring, right?
There's like a snap ring here,
Oh,
or
okay.
like something similar to a snap ring,
Yeah.
a retaining ring.
And you had one little seal gasket left, the little kit.
Yeah, and it's been forever since I've used these.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you go through a period of time where you're using them every other month, and then you can.
Fighting with a goddamn fighting with the smallest thing. Give y'all a shop update. Got bro truck in here. You got a big cam in here, y'all. Got a nice big cam. Volvo old school. This truck probably from the 80s. What year is this Volvo, Greg? Yeah. What year is it?
88.
It's an 88? Wow. Big cam, right?
Yep.
Man. '88. What he getting done?
Water pump.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Okay. Nice old cam in there. So we figured it out, y'all. The seal that was in there was actually cracked. So we got a new seal, putting a new gasket in. 5, 10, 15 minute job, you know. the seal can be, you know, a problem sometimes. You gotta kind of break through it, and you know, maybe put a hole in it, put a crack in it, so you can get a good grip on it. And we're gonna put the new seal in now and the gasket, and we should be good to go, man. You know, we should be good to go. Yes, sir. I'd rather that than the whole power steering, you know. I'd rather that. And that seal, what? That's probably about what, $5-10?
It's more than
that. Okay.
But I bought a gearbox today. That's like $900. So.
And we was worried about that too, and I was happy that he said we didn't have to get one. But seeing this happen, I was just hoping that wasn't a problem. But seeing that it was just the actual gasket and the seal, I knew we was gonna be good, you know. So we probably just got a bad seal out of the pack, and we're good to go now, y'all. Put some seal glide on there, seal her up, clean her off, and we should be good to go, man. All right, y'all, we should be good. Drained all of that mobile Delvac 1540 out. Put some of that good ATF in. You know, we should be good to rock. Basically, just turn the wheel a few times, right to left. Try to level out the power steering, and we should be good to go. Hey, Greg, people keep asking me, can I have Greg contact? Can I have Greg contact? Hey, there you go. There y'all go, man. He's a busy man. He got a life of his own, man. And he like where he at, man. He likes the customers that he have, and, you know, it just ain't too many good people left like me and other people's like you guys. But, you know, it's just that he just don't want to grow much, and he like where he's at. He has a family back home, and he just don't need any more new customers. You know, I really want to give y'all his information, but with the respect that I have for Greg, I honor his wishes, and, you know, he's a good friend of mine, so of course I gotta not give out his contact. Because if I do, that's betraying him, you know, so, and I ain't that type of dude, so. But we good to go. Let's get on down to Fort Wayne. My man came through. He's supposed to be at home kissing his babies right now. But with the good relationship that I got with him, man, he came through for me, and we took care of it. Hey, man, can you give these people some advice on getting a good mechanic like you? It's pretty hard, man. It's hard to meet.
Word of mouth. You got to talk to people that you trust.
There you go.
And find out who they trust.
There you go. Word of mouth. Talk to people, and I'm that type of guy. So we cleaning stuff up, getting this oil up, and let's get up out of here, y'all. We all fixed up, y'all. We good to go. My brother came through and did what he did best. Now let's go get some money. And I just want to say this, man. I'm blessed to have Greg in my life, man. I'm blessed to have Greg as a brother. And I don't just look at Greg as just a mechanic. You know, he's more than that. He showed that. And he's done so much for me, and I definitely appreciate him. And I got a lot of love for him, man. Let's get on to this money, y'all. All right, y'all. We made it down here Friday night. We already been loaded up. We also got emptied out too. As y'all can see, everybody gone already Sunday night. So we're gonna leave out Monday morning, start making our drops in Indiana. And then got a couple drops on Tuesday, and we finish out actually Tuesday night. So watched a little football and chilled on out. So it's pretty chilly out here now. It's about 40, I want to say 43 degrees. So I kind of wiped her down, got her all the way together for tomorrow. So, but I want to just thank my brother Greg for, you know, getting me out of that bind and getting that seal and that gasket fixed for me. And she looking real good, got her cleaned up. So it rained all weekend, but I was happy that I was able to get it in the garage, and, you know, not even necessarily polished, because I polished when I came out. I just hit it with a little bit of spray and wiped her down, so she's actually looking good. So we're gonna end the video off here, y'all. Like, continue to comment, continue to subscribe, continue to hit that post notification bell so you know every time when I drop a brand new video. And we are going to start off here tomorrow morning, 2 parts of LTL videos. And we're gonna keep this thing rolling, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.